There's this common misconception that when you don't have kids, you have all this extra free time. But the thing is, that's not always true. Hi, I'm Jennifer, the time optimizer for child-free online business owners. Today, I'm going to talk about why having more time as a child-free entrepreneur is a myth, and stay till the end for some tips on how you can gain 2 or more hours a week. First, I just want to start out by saying I chose my lifestyle and you have your lifestyle. So if you happen to be a parent here, hello. Just because you're child free, just because you're a parent, I mean, it doesn't mean it's wrong. You make your choice, I make mine, and we'll leave it at that because it's your life. You're not paying my bills. I'm good and I'm happy. So don't feel sorry for me. So, first of all, especially as a business owner, your business takes up a lot of your time and energy, your mental energy, your emotional energy, because you're excited and it can be stressful at times. It can be easy to turn into a workaholic because you do have this supposed extra time if you're not careful. But that's why I help other child-free business owners make time for everything they want to do, because that's what I was able to do as I continue to be able to do more and more of what I want to do. Spending time on your business, in your business all the time. But if you're not careful, it can lead to burnout, and we don't want to burn out. And also, didn't you start your business so you could do all these other things that you wanted to do to free up your time so you could do your hobbies and all the other things I'm going to list below? Right. So I get why we tend to be a workaholic. I know I do when I'm very excited about a new project or learning something new, expanding my skill set so I can be even better for my clients. But between the admin work, client work, just talking to people, especially as an introvert, all the talking to people, because you got to get out there, and that takes extra emotional energy that you really have to regulate. Make sure you don't get sick and run down. Not enough time is a myth because we really do enjoy spending our time with family, specifically the ones that are healthy relationships and we want to be around. And even if they don't understand our decision to be child free, they respect it. I'm lucky to be one of those people. It was not like that at the beginning. Now they know to not bring it up. Now that I have a niece, I get to be the child free aunt and spoil her. Another reason why being child free, especially a business owner, is a myth, because maybe some of us are at that age or starting to be at that age where you actually want to help take care of your parents. Like if they've got dementia, they've got cancer, or if they're just aging, you don't want them to go into a nursing home as long as possible. Enjoy that time together. Still enjoy those moments for as long as possible. I did home health care briefly, and it was very rewarding, but it paid nothing for how much time and energy you needed to help these people, these parents whose kids never came around. Big things we get child free is who's going to take care of you when you get older. Well, I want to make sure I make a lot of money so I can have really good health insurance, so I can pay nurses what they actually deserve for all the hard work that they do to take care of me. And I want to try to stay as healthy as possible and enjoy life as long as possible. Those of us that have pets, plants, they take time and energy. As you can see behind me, there's like this little fence up. It's so my bunny is free roam in my home office, and all my wires and all the dangerous things or just anything I don't want my rabbit to get into is behind that. I love being able to spend time with her and to lay at my feet when I work, and just in general, being able to spend that money on her when she needs to go to a vet or anything like that. Or spending the time that's and energy actually needed to train a dog. In the comments below, let me know what kind of pet, or are you a plant person? I'm not a plant person. I like plants. I'm not good at keeping them. I haven't learned how to very well. But whether you like plants or pets, let me know in the comments and what kind. So another reason why all this free time is a myth for child free is because we like to volunteer for causes that matter for us, whether it's animal shelters, environmental causes, whatever it could be. We want to be able to spend that time giving back. Another reason why time is a myth is because, like me, you went back to school later, or you want to continue your education, or you want to switch careers, or you want to continue your education to get promoted for a pay increase, or to open up more opportunities for what you want to do. Going back to school can also open different doors you couldn't have for networking otherwise. That's kind of how I started getting into doing business stuff locally here, is through my community college. And I wouldn't have been able to do that had I not gone back to school. Now, I went to school for business administration. The only two classes that I actually learned something from was micro and macroeconomics, so economics and then accounting. But otherwise, I didn't really learn much because it was all books. And building a business in real life is it's just very different. It looks good and says, hey, I have this degree, and I went back to college and graduated at 35. I'm 37 right now, and I know a lot of child-free friends who go back to college later in life. Another reason why time is a myth for child-free is because maybe you just want to focus on your career. You actually have a good job, a good boss, good manager, and you genuinely enjoy your job. Like, I have a part-time job. I 80% like it. So I'm just gonna hang out there for a while. A career's a career, and it's more than okay to want to focus on that. Another reason why time is a myth is a lot of us like to renovate, or we've spent all this time and energy saving, finally get a house. We want to make it our own, right? Or you already have your own place and now you're able, ready to renovate or redecorate or whatever it may be. And that takes time and energy. And it can take months or even a year, depending on what's on back order and all the planning. It's a lot of mental and physical energy. Another reason free time is a myth for child free is because we like to do our hobbies, or at least get back into them if we're not already doing them as much as we'd like. Whether it's video games, watching Netflix. I love movies. I love historical period dramas. I love video games, going up the mountain, going hiking, camping. Like, whatever your hobby is, that's your you time. It's just your time to relax and do something that just makes you happy, that you don't have to rely on it for income. Maybe some hobbies turn into a business. Some hobbies shouldn't be a business. You should have at least one hobby that you just do for fun. Because we gotta have some fun in our lives. I mean, we don't have kids, so why not, right? That's why we want to enjoy our life, do what we want when we want. And so a good chunk of that is our hobbies. Another reason time is a myth, being child-free, is because we like to travel. We want to be able to be so flexible and be spontaneous, save the money to be able to go on one or two big trips a year, or having some short trips throughout the year, whatever combination of that may be. Comment below, what's your favorite place to travel? I personally don't go very far. I just love anywhere with mountains, really. I know a lot of people like to go to the beach. This may be controversial, but I personally do not like the beach. Yes, it's beautiful. I can appreciate it from afar, but actually being there at the beach, no thank you. I am in the mountains instead. So all of these things fulfill us. It makes us happy. It brings us joy. That's part of the joy of not having kids around, is so you can do what you want when you want, and having that flexibility and that spontaneity. And if for some reason you don't have enough time to do any of those things I mentioned or other things that you want to do, let me know and we'll do a free consult and see how I might be able to help you free up your time to do more of this. Also, I want to add that just because when we do have more free time, or we work from home, and just because we don't have kids, that doesn't mean we can just drop everything on a whim. We still have our own schedules. We still have our own deadlines, especially as a child-free business owner. Like, yeah, we have things going on. We're not just sitting around twiddling our fingers waiting for someone to ask us to do something. Absolutely not. We want to be able to do what we want. Depending on what it is, if it is spontaneous, then maybe we will drop everything to go on a win. But that's the exception, not the rule by any means. If you agree, let me know below. What can you do to get more time for what you want to do? Here's 3 quick tips just to get started. So first, you want to gain clarity on what you want and why based on who you are right now. Because there's a lot of this, there's all this societal pressure coming in and at you at all directions. You need to be able to sit with yourself and distinguish, is this something society tells me I want to do? Or is this something I actually want to do? And this takes some self-awareness. And it's really good to journal on this. Just anything you can think of, it's for you. No one has to read it. But it helps you gain clarity on what you really want and what you really value. And from there, it's so much easier to say no to things and people that just don't align for what you want to do. Another way you can gain an extra couple hours a week is know where your time and energy goes. This is essentially like a time and energy audit. Okay, there's a lot of time audits. The problem with that is they don't include the energy side of it. And I'm very, very heavy energy focused as well as time, because your energy does fluctuate throughout the day and everyone is different. Some people are morning people, some people are night owls. Maybe you get a burst of energy in the middle of the day. Maybe you just want a nap in the afternoon. And I don't mean document like minute by minute. That's a bit excessive for the purposes of this video. Just do like activity chunks. Like if you're on Facebook or just scrolling social media in general, write down what the activity is. What time did you start? What time did you finish? What kind of energy did you have while you were doing this? Was it kind of low? Were you kind of tired? Were you sluggish, fatigued? Things like that. That way you can start seeing patterns, and it's going to be so much easier to schedule around how your energy fluctuates. And you'll be able to get so much more done when you know when your energy is higher. For me, Mondays, I usually have the highest amount of energy because it's like a fresh slate, fresh week, and I'm amped and ready to go, which is also why I am recording this video on a Monday morning, because I am not a super early morning person, not a 4 or 5 a.m. morning person, more like a 7, 8 a.m. morning person. And if you don't want to do your energy all of that time, then anytime you realize you're doing a bunch more things at once, or you're doing a task that takes more physical or mental energy, you have higher energy at that time. And things where you just want to kind of relax and chill or just take a nap, obviously you have lower energy. And everyone's body is different. So it's a lot of self-awareness mentally and internally. Another way that you can start gaining 2 or more hours a week is write down what's working and what isn't in your business and your life. Again, this is also a good thing to journal through and just take notes. What's working, not working in your systems and processes, your calendar. If something keeps getting pushed back, why? Maybe there's a deeper reason why that keeps getting pushed off. Or if there's something that you're not doing that you really want to do, how come you haven't done it yet? Things like that. Boundaries. How are you in standing up for yourself and putting those boundaries in place? So those are the first 3 main steps to start gaining 2 or more hours a week. So let me know in the comments, did I leave anything out? What do you love to do to fill your time? And what fulfills you and makes you so happy and enjoy your life being a child-free business owner? And remember, be kind and be passionate and do what you love. And I will see you in the next video.